Okay, so I know I've always said that I would read some of my work to you guys, and so I've picked out a bunch of poems that I wrote and a couple really, really short stories that I can read to you now because I started to record myself reading my short story and I just didn't like the way that it sounded and it was too much of me just droning on and on. So that story and hopefully some of the poetry that I'm reading to you now will be posted on my blog, link in the sidebar, and Finger Mustache. So the first thing that I found here is called How My Life Would Have Been Different If I Could Teleport. Now, the assignment was that we had to write flash fiction, which is like really, really short stories, 1 or 2 pages at most, based on one of the flash fiction stories that we had read. And one of them was called How My Life Would Have Been Different If I Had Been Shot Twice in the Stomach. So, how my life would have been different if I could teleport. At birth, my mother feels her first contractions, and suddenly I escape from her womb and appear on the kitchen counter beside her. I cry. The umbilical cord is still attached. She takes me to the hospital. I am the fastest and most painless birth on record. At school, every day I wake up at 7:48. I get dressed and shower and am in class at 7:58, 2 minutes early. I am always the first and last person in all of my classes. At camp, I have mastered rock climbing. Getting to the top is easy. Remembering to grab on poses a challenge. It dances. I appear magically by her side and ask for a dance. We are slowly swaying to the calm rhythm of the song. Her boyfriend returns from the snack table. I mystically disappear. She is in love. At work, I am a reporter, always first or close second to the scene of the crime. My name is celebrated. I am not a good writer or speaker. At death, I am buried. 5 years later, I show up on my granddaughter's kitchen counter. Anyway, so yeah, I like that one. And then we decided to write a bunch of short stories that were composed of 55 words or less. It's called 55 Fiction. And so I wrote 2, and they don't have titles. The first one is, he doesn't know where he's going. He doesn't know where he's coming from. He runs. He sees a bee. He is stung. He is allergic. He falls. White light, white room. No voices. No wife, no daughter, no son. Nothing new. He rolls over, asleep. No windows. Solitary, safe, padded confinement. That was 51 words, and the next one is 55 exactly. He limps along, trying to stay on the blue lines, only occasionally venturing onto the harmless white surface. One leg gone, taken, another weak, injured. Flash, he cannot see. Another with the sound of digital beeps. He is dying. The world is watching. He feels around his deathbed. His wings are broken. His wings broken. Can't fly. Yes. So that's something like how it goes. And then we did a bunch of 6-word short stories. And I didn't write many good ones, but I wrote a few, and I can't find the ones that other people wrote, which were just fantastic. What to do with the body. Eat worms, they taste like children. My favorite is breakfast for dinner. I tell them about my vagina. He is agoraphobic, just won't leave. Dude, it's a puppy-sized elephant. Yes, we did many puppy-sized elephant jokes while I was at writing camp. No one really understood them, though, so that was kind of sad. And then the last thing I want... Oh, no, there are a few more things. Then we got into poetry, and we did eulogies, which is like poems for dead things or people. And one of our assignments was to write a eulogy for Heath Ledger. So here we go. It's called Fangirls. Your joke is no longer funny. No one laughs when they see you on screen. We miss you, Heath darling, and your talent. Why couldn't you have stayed clean? The Joker was a challenging role. There had been big footsteps to follow. We miss you, Heath darling, and your power. To see you in films evokes sorrow. We aren't quite sure what to do. Was it on purpose or just a mistake? We miss you, Heath darling, and your accent. With a pain we'll just have to take. You were in so many great movies, like 10 Things I Hate About You. We miss you, Heath darling, and your beauty, and we hope that you're missing us too. All right, and then I'm hoping this is the last one, but I'm not. No, there are two more. This one's called Karma Got Me, and it's a found poem. Found poetry is basically you look into a short story or a news article or any piece of writing, but probably not poetry, and you select words in the order that they appear, but you cut out a lot of words and you don't add any in, and you craft poetry through it that takes on a completely different meaning than whatever the original story was. Or you can also do it by taking lines from different things and putting them together to make a poem, and they're really cool. So yeah, this one's called Karma Got Me. I don't remember what it's from. As fate would have it, it was not done with me, karma. The next morning all of the peasants had become impregnated. Blood fell on the snow. Come to me, shy and humble. That winter was born a generation. Me, the evil power, to bring life from the blood. Yeah, it's a really sick poem, and the original story was about, like, cows that mysteriously gave birth even though they were dead, and lots of Russian communism with, like, Stalin. I don't know how I came up with a story about mass rape and pillaging. And then this one is cool. It's called It Is the Morning After I Slept, but Before I Really Woke Up. And basically, we came up with a bunch of words that we associated with school, and we had to write a poem with them. It is the morning after I slept, but before I really woke up. It is the morning. I woke up past 7. I rushed to get to school on time. It is the morning. I arrived 3 minutes late. I bet that earned me detention. It is the morning. I see the teacher. I hear her greet us, her new students. It is the morning. I am boarding class. I remember my camp, Kihila. It is the morning. I leave class. I find my new locker. The morning has shifted into afternoon. Anyway, so none of those were particularly great because all of my decent work is on my computer, and I will do a second video with all of that poetry, which I actually like a lot better, but most of that uses a lot of formatting on the page and stuff, whereas this was just kind of straight columns. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want more, again, you can go to my blog, or you can keep subscribe to this channel. You know, why not? And hopefully I'll do more every so often. I don't know. I usually don't make bonus videos. This is kind of my first one, which is so strange. But I would like starting to do more of those, and hopefully doing video responses. That would be a lot of fun. Anyway, I will see you guys on Thursday. Bye.